Hello and welcome to West Yorkshire Engines. In today we've got a 2016 Nissan NP300 that's got a lacking in power issue. The customers complained that it keeps cutting out and keeps cutting back. So come on guys, let's test drive this thing together. Right, so before we get into this guys, I've got a special thank you that I want to say to each and every one of my subscribers. When COVID first kicked in, I thought we were doomed. I thought I was destined for Tesco's and stacking shelves. But you lot have kept us extremely busy. And I can't thank you enough. It's been a family business. That means a lot to all of us. So thanks guys, I really, really appreciate it. So I've done a scan of the ECU on this particular vehicle and it's stored no fault codes. There's no management light on and there's no DPF issues. The owner of the vehicle, from the description she gave me over the phone, it very much sounded like the vehicle had a DPF issue, particularly because it's not done a lot of miles. Now you guys out there that own one of these, one of the things you've got to remember, winter's coming and they don't like short journeys and the engine likes to be warm. So in the morning, remember, if you don't want repetitive DPF issues, let her warm up for 10 minutes in the morning before you set off. And every now and again, you've got to drive her and drive her hard. Don't drive her like a big girl's blouse all the time. You need to really give it a blast out and it'll do your DPF at a world of good and it'll save you a lot of problems and you'll always get better miles to the gallon out your vehicle. So as it stands, there's no erratic idles, it's revving fine, first gear, I've just hit 2000 RPM, only doing 15 mile an hour, fine. Into second gear, no issues. Put my foot down, let's take it at 3. 30 mile an hour. Again, no issues, driving perfectly. In third gear, responding fine. Bit hard in Bradford to get your toe down anyway, to be honest with you. But again, at this moment in time, I can't feel any problems. Third gear, 2000 RPM, 30 mile an hour. You'd think there was absolutely nothing wrong with this car. At this moment in time, it doesn't feel like there's anything wrong with it. But I wonder if many mechanics that get a car like this, is the first thing they probably go for is the diesel filter. And then they probably move on to injectors, and then they probably move on to the fuel rail. And it's sort of like, unless you're vastly experienced, I don't do that. I test the car first before I start throwing any parts at it. And you have to test drive it at length, like a bit like what we're doing here now. Oh, before I get out of this traffic, I want a special mention to Wanny Jump Technical College in Western Australia. They watch our videos regularly. Many thanks guys for watching, and my advice to you is stick at it. Eventually, once you learn the job, you'll really enjoy it and you'll have a bright future, because if it moves, you'll be able to fix it. Right, we've got a bit of a main road coming up here now, so we'll be okay. So first and second, fine again, 3000 RPM, up to 4000 RPM, no issue, change gear. Third, 3000 RPM, no problem, just over 40 mile an hour. 3,500 RPM, no issue. 4,000 RPM, no issue. Oh, did you feel that stutter there? Woo, 3,500 mile, maybe 65 mile an hour. Felt a little kickback I got back there. Foot down again, no issue. Brakes.
Might need to cut that part out.
What?
Can't. If you were...
Drives really, really well. Let's see, rev count, I'm going like that. Third gear, 4,000 RPM. So there you go, fourth gear, 60 mile an hour. Now what it is the lady who owns this car, she's an ambulance driver, so she can bloody drive, but probably give me a good run for my money. But she uses it for towing horses. You wouldn't like to feel that jerking when you pour horses on the back. So we'll get this car back and we'll get it fixed for her. So let's crack on. So we've got a bit of a clear road in front of us here now, guys. Third gear, 3,000 RPM. Again, I've got no issues at this moment in time. But I have test drove this before I started doing the videos, and it does violently cut back in third and fourth gear, more so when you're absolutely towing it. And I can tell you precisely what is wrong with the car, guys. It is the neutral position sensor located in the gearbox. I've already spoke to Nissan, the part is available, and it's the same as the old D22s. To get to the sensor, you have to take all this center console out here, and it's just under there. I've already been underneath the car, you can't get it from underneath. So that's the way to fix this car. We'll get it back now and we'll tell the owner. The sensor is about 60 quid, and that'll fix the car. So that's today's top tip. You know the dance. If you need my help and assistance at all, all you have to do is pick up the phone, give me a call on 01274 640028. Email westyorkshireengines@gmail.com. Don't try and contact us on Facebook. We just can't handle the amount of comments we get on there, because obviously, you know, guys, I'm a hands-on mechanic. Let me just see before we go, see if it'll cut back on me before I let you go, see if I can show you what it does. It's typical, innit? Doing a video and it won't do it, but it does do it violently when it does do it, and that's why I know for a fact it's the neutral position sensor. So thanks for watching, come again and subscribe for more.